else's resources. And the recent energy crisis has actually proved it. You have to also believe this, that if we don't do something right now, our planet will be uninhabitable due to climate change. So let's break it down. Only a fraction of renewable energy is consumed by the global energy consumption. That is the problem one. Problem two, right now, all of the modern wind turbine blades are not recyclable, and they end up in landfills. So there's a desperate need for innovation. Problem three, the wind energy market is already saturated, and there's no place for new players. But that is not true, because with these estimations, the wind energy market is going to almost double in the next 10 years. So there's a place for opportunity. And our solution is this. Imagine all of the homeowners having this small wind turbine that is made from recyclable materials. This wind turbine will give them energy independence. It will battle climate change. It's going to be easier to assemble than some IKEA furniture and less dangerous for ecosystems. So we have actually developed a prototype, a 3D prototype of such a wind turbine. It's a dome-shaped turbine inspired by an aerodynamic wonder, the Andean condor. It's a bird that's capable of gliding through the sky for up to 170 kilometers without flapping its wings. So our prototype is backed by science and simulations. For this project to happen, we need an investment for 1.3 million euros. And our project would be profitable after 14 weeks after the start of the manufacturing. So, about the manufacturing, what are we actually, how are we making our turbines more green? We are integrating biodegradable materials like hemp and linen fibers into our composites, so we reduce the waste. And how are we going to actually do our business? Through direct revenue streams, we're utilizing a targeted marketing strategy for specific audiences, and of course through collaborations and partnerships. These are our competitors, yeah, and
you are right on time. Thank you for your presentation. We were very strict on time. A round of applause to AO Blast, and I'm turning to our dear jury members. Who is up first? Your 3 minutes are starting now. Ilona.
Well, thank you very much for the presentation. It's really cool what you're doing. What's your business model? How you would like to earn from this project?
Well, as I said, we are trying. Our business model is based on direct retail to consumers, to a targeted audience, and also through partnerships and implementing distribution partnerships, basically.
You're going to produce yourself?
Yes,
this
manufacture ourselves in Latvia.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Jana?
Thank you very much for the pitch. You are the bravest one because you're the first ones. But my question is again, what is the sector? How do you think, who are those guys who will buy it? Who are these retailers to whom you are running?
So we have a really specific target audience, target market. It's people who own homes. It's homeowners who can install these turbines themselves. Also, business entities, the ones who maybe rent.
Specific. So, for example, you promised to be given 1 million euro, and in 14 weeks you're promising that you will be profitable. So, who will be your write the first letter with please buy our wind turbine?
Well, we were thinking of starting with business entities, so we can sell more of our product.
In Latvia?
In Latvia.
In Estonia? US?
in the Baltic and the European markets, yeah.
All right, thank you. Marco?
What's the payback time estimated for the consumer or the buyer at this moment?
Sorry, I didn't hear what?
Payback time, because I suppose they are otherwise buying electricity like
Yes, as it is a prototype, we still have to run real-time simulations. We have to develop a working prototype, and then we will calculate all of these metrics, and then they will be available.
All right, last minute, some comments, some questions. Who else? Inge?
Hello. So it's safe to say that when it comes to the 14 weeks profitability estimate,
After manufacturing.
after manufacturing, obviously will be a big capex, and there is some uncertainties with regards to the gross margin of every unit sold and the volume of sales in the first 14 weeks. Correct to say that it's an uncertainty there?
Yeah, well, there's uncertainty, but as I said, the market is there for the taking. Our competitors are not really in the same, they are not going in the same direction as us right now. So the market is open, and I think we should take the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. That's all the time. Sorry, Jana, we're very strict on time. 3 minutes for everybody. A round of applause to AO Blast, who glided through their presentation very swiftly. Thank you for your presentation. Best of luck in the future. All right, and we are heading on to the next presenters, who are Peak Save, and the ones preparing are Reocto. So, do we have representatives from Peak Save? A round of applause. Let's welcome on the stage. Here you go, sir. Thank you. All right, the stage is yours. The presentation is there. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hey, I'm Martin from the PeakSafe, and we are offering to boost your earnings with a smart grid and electricity usage. So everybody is aware that we have an energy crisis, and we need to overpay for electricity bills. So especially the businesses, industrial clients. We have a solution. We are building a virtual power plant platform which will combine the production and the consumption side, as well as renewables, batteries. It makes sense only to build and combine all the energy field together to execute in the market and to make this business profitable. And yeah, how it operates, we are providing ancillary services for grid operators, and we are providing opportunity for business industrial clients to actually earn from participating in balancing. It works in 3 steps. The first step is integration, which is the hardest step of everything. There is a couple of situations how you can, or scenarios, how you can implement it. To read the data, to have this consumption, understand the patterns of the business, production side, where the electricity will come and go. Second one is the actual balancing state, where there is activations from grid operators, which pays for this service. And the third one is the best part, which is return of investment, which we share the revenue get from the grid operators with our clients. This is data from 2023 from the total balancing market, and yeah, and these are our pilot clients, current and in the nearest future. Industrial freezing units, water treatment utilities, lighting. Why us and why now? Because we know how to generate 30% more than the competitors from this balancing market. Then I'm a certified ethical hacker, so I know it's very important to protect the data which we control. So we build a platform with a security by design approach from the scratch. We know how to quickly integrate the clients because based on the previous use case models, it's more easier to onboard the next client. And an opportunity that comes in next year is that we desynchronize from the previous grid synchronization from Russia and Belarus and synchronize with European grid. The problem will be bigger, and we need to solve it. It's actually an opportunity for aggregators and like a PeakSafe. Yeah, the business model is quite simple. Grid operators are who paying for the actually service, and we are sharing the revenue with the industrial clients. This is our, I would say, new team combined with...
Thank you for that. Let's look at the team. A round of applause. 3 minutes are over. All right, sharing to the jury. Let's leave maybe that last slide so we can see the team, but who is first from the jury? Ilona, let's go.
Thank you for the presentation. What's your traction for the moment? How much have you succeeded, let's say, with the grid operators and with...
No, there is a zero traction right now because of the entry barriers in the market, especially right now. But we should overcome it till the end of the year, these barriers, as it is, I would say, something that will be pushed from European Union to allow aggregator as a new player to work in energy market.
Jana?
Thank you. The competition is in this sphere is already very, very hot. So you mentioned that you will be 30% better. So please, some of the competitors, they are already on the market, some of them.
Yeah.
And why you are better?
Because we have a very good vintage solution behind how to make these components of energy more affordable for our clients. And that's actually a secret right now, how we're going to overcome that, because it's a competitive edge for all of these aggregators, so we know how to overcome and provide and get more out electricity from the consumption, actually, in that moment where the activations are from the grid operators. Normally, it is like 12.5% what you can utilize from the energy consumption, but we know how to utilize at least 50% from that consumption without impacting the business.
Good.
And for this, you have a device, specific device that you are developing?
It's combined solution with devices, batteries, renewables, everything.
And there is where maybe your secret sauce, your IP.
I would say it's IP, but it's more like vintage solution behind it.
Yeah.
Okay. We have one more minute. Ilona?
The chicken and egg problem, who will be the first, let's say, the retail customers, the businesses, and or the grid operators? Who would be the first?
It's industrial clients for sure, because the market is mature only for them, because onboarding for a client takes like 3 months officially. B2C segment is not ready yet for that. Need to change a lot of laws and the entry barriers actually to make this crowd to participate in that.
How many of them you need to have in order to be interesting for grid operators?
I need the 1 megawatt flexible consumption, so it's a step of balancing. So it is about somewhere around 20 clients to start operate.
How close are you to that?
We are quite far from that because we need to develop the platform. We need the investment for that and execute in the market, actually.
But you have already tried out your technology, so it works.
Yeah, the data is with us. We know how it actually works. We simulated all these scenarios, so it works. Yeah, that's all.
Excellent. Yeah. Thank you very much for your answers. Thank you for your presentation. PeakSave. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, looking at the list, next up is Reocto, and preparing is IDO. Let's welcome Reocto on the stage. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, a gizmo as well. Excellent. Very good. Very good. All right, we have the presentation. We have the timer, and 3 minutes can start now.
Tech transfer delays when producing medicines, biological medicines, can cost up to $80 million per month of delay. That's $4 million per day. So we need to solve that. The problem is that an organism doesn't behave the same way in the lab as it does in a bioreactor. And the only way to know how it will behave in a bioreactor is to actually put it there. But that's not that easy, because that is very expensive. We're talking thousands of euros per run. Takes weeks and a whole team of experts just to run it. So Reocto is a smart, easy-to-use reactor that you can just set up in 10 minutes. And everybody can use. And you can just connect it to your app, not one, but many. And then you can run several fermentations at the same time, saving time, but money, and eliminating waste. So what makes Reocto interesting is not only its reduced size, but also that we keep the main core functionalities of a bioreactor. So you can take samples, measure and control pH in real time, temperature, optical density, etc. So we are a team of expert biomanufacturers, biotechnologists, engineers, software, business development, entrepreneurs. But the most important is that we are really passionate about this, and we came up with this solution because it was a problem for us, and we are solving that. So we have bootstrapped our way here. We have actually our first customer buying, not this one, but a bit slightly better version of this in Slovenia, already using that. And we are bumping up our production. So manufacturing is starting right now, and officially now opening sales for the wider market. And so what we are really looking for is partners that can help us expand our customer network and streamline manufacturing of the devices. Biotech in general needs to lower costs and have smarter processes, and Ryocto offers that. So I will actually have 20 seconds extra. So.
Okay. If there's nothing more to say, a round of applause to you. Very nice.
And I will use these seconds.
Yes.
Very nice. Can you please bring us a little bit into your contest? So what is the price now for such kind of bioreactor, and what will be the price of your reactor?
Yes. So the main difference here is either small reactors or fully functional, fully featured reactors. So if this
it's not very much smaller than what I know. There are like 8 reactors.
Yeah. So this comes to replace either 5-liter or 10-liter pilot scale bioreactors. And then the smaller that you may have seen that you're comparing with actually don't have all the functionalities. So they lack all the online real-time measurements that we have, and all the
technology you are using to make all the measurements what you are promising.
Yes. So in here, that's the big bulk. It's just all the sensors in there. So it's all running on an ESP32, just regular market microchip. And we have all the sensors and peristaltic pumps and everything from there.
Mm-hmm. Ilona?
Thank you. What's your IP and what's protectable in your technology?
Yes. So IP is coming. That's part of the financing purpose. It's mainly how we integrate all these sensors into. So this is actually a normal Falcon tube that is in every lab. We have hundreds of them. They're disposable. And so what the IP is this little piece of plastic that actually integrates in here. We have all the sensors that you were asking for. They're all in here, sensor actuators here that convert the regular Falcon tube into a...
So it's kind of the design of this reactor that's protectable, potentially?
Yes, so it's both the design part, like in the industrial design part, but then also the functionality. So pH sensor is actually a whole novel thing that, of course, is things that were there before, but nobody had put them in a way that you can actually measure pH in line in such a small space. Yes, please.
Right. Okay. Can you explain who you want to sell to in the first batches, and how does the sales process work towards those clients?
Absolutely. So sales processes so far are calling people we know and friends we have and offering, and they were like, yes, please, please send it our way. We need this. We need to try it. So that's how far we've gotten so far. And the other part of the question was, sorry.
Which sector are they?
Sector, yes. So it's biotech companies that are, so it's precision fermentation companies that have both R&D sector and industrial or pilot scale production. And we are the bridge in between the two to save costs in that step.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for you. A round of applause. Thank you for your presentation. Best of luck. Thank you, sir. All right, we are moving on. Next ones on this stage is IDO, and preparing is B-Detect. So, IDO, welcome. A round of applause. There you go, sir. Good morning.
Hello. Thank you.
All right, we have the presentation, we have the timer, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hello, my name is Walter Sextins, and I'm CEO of IDO company. And what we are doing is that we are helping people to see better. We are developing a vision training platform and also vision training device. 30 to 40% of people in general, they have more or less vision-related problems. This is a result of the research that we have been doing for 10 years as a start of this project. And as it appears that those vision-related problems, they can be treated as a therapy, which we use in our approach for a vision training platform. So what we do is that we use therapy approach and we improve different aspects of vision-related issues by applying vision training through cloud-based internet platform and using our vision training device. It's a personalized training, and this training is targeted to particular issues that a user has and which are detected by our screening, which is done as a first step when we are offering this vision training approach to the user. And in future, we are also planning to use AI to integrate this into our vision training exercises so that AI can detect better approaches, better efficiencies for the vision training programs that we are having already. The vision training programs that we are having are game-based, so the user is playing games. And the way how we see this is that the business model is targeted to have optical stores as our dealers, and we are also targeting dual-purpose application for the vision training device in military use.
Thank you for that. A round of applause for the presentation. 3 minutes are over. All right, Marco, let's go.
Can you give some clear examples? Would I get rid of my glasses? Could I get rid of my glasses with the training? What kind of clear results you had?
Examples how we can, let's say, in some cases, get rid of glasses are, for example, if the person has a lower level of eye coordination, then these vision training exercises can improve it. And typically, when the eye coordination is below average, the first treatment is to have glasses. Instead of that, you can improve your eye muscle coordination and get rid of that problem.
All right. Inge?
You've been doing a lot of research on this. You said 10 years. Is there any clinical study or performance study on this methodology that you're using? So
yes,
document the results that can be given?
Yes, exactly. The methodology that we are using for the vision training is patent pending, and it has been developed in the University of Latvia, where those researches have been done. Currently, we are using those methods and working on the methods further on to commercialize them and to apply them as a vision training exercises.
To sell this to the eye clinics, would you need any compliance to go through in terms of selling it as a, I understand it's not a medical device, but it's something close to that, or?
It is not a medical device, it is a therapy device, because the training approach that we are using is to train eye zone neuromuscular system. So it's like going to gym with your eyes.
Okay.
What traction do you have for the moment? How many such devices are being used, let's say, by the optical stores, if any?
At the moment, we have graduated from the Prototech program, and we have a production prototype, which we have defined specifications for the manufacturing. We are planning to have first paying customer by end of this year, and we are also having and we are also having agreement with the University of Latvia for further developing.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sorry, Jana. That's all the time we have. Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Sorry, we're very strict on time. We have a lot of presentations still in the pipeline. Next up is B-Detect, and preparing is Exonicus. B-Detect, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
So, hi, we are B-Detect. We are saving lives by making skin cancer detection process more accessible and accurate. Skin cancer is the most deadliest form of cancer worldwide, and every year, just from melanoma, 60,000 people die. And this disease creates combined 8.5 billion euro losses to the European and American economy. And it is very important to detect melanoma in the early stage, because survival rates dramatically decrease in later stages. And while the disease progresses, you're probably stuck somewhere in line to see a specialist. So we wanted to change that. We created a non-invasive multispectral skin cancer detection device which is powered by artificial intelligence. It is really easy to use. If the scan skin information is skin cancer, it will be highlighted in bright red color. There are many competitive advantages. The device is very convenient, more than 95% accurate. It's based on patentable self-learning and self-adjusting smart diagnostics technology, which already has been tested on more than 3,000 skin formations in clinics. We provide also telemedicine capabilities and have an artificial data collection system, which helps further to improve the technology. The dermatology device market size is 13.5 billion euros and is predicted to rise to 22 billion euros till 2030. So it's evident the demand for such technologies will continue to increase. We will have two payment options. Consumers can pay the full price and use the device as much as they want, or they can pay a smaller fee and pay each time they use it. There are different benefits to each of the stakeholders. Patients will benefit of less complications, save their resources. Medical specialists would improve their diagnosis accuracy, and payers would save resources due to reduction of unnecessary biopsies and referrals. This technology has already been tested in clinics in Latvia and Hungary, and now we are working on our pre-sales. We have signed multiple letters of intent and have gained positive feedback from key opinion leaders. We have all the necessary skills to bring this technology to the market, but we need funding. We are looking for 500,000 euros for product certification. We already have received our pre-seed investment from the commercialization reactor and investments from other sources, and have also achieved different awards. So thank you very much for your time. Hopefully together we can bring this technology to the market. And if you want to test out this technology, how it works, please scan the QR code. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We can take the 10 seconds and scan the QR code for the free demo. Very good. All right, dear jury, who is up first? Jana, let's go.
Thank you very much for the pitch. So how quickly you can deploy these 100 machines, what you have mentioned that you are preparing?
Yeah, maybe I was misunderstood, but yeah, at the moment, yeah, we have multiple working prototypes that we are testing already in different clinics. We have also a working prototype in a clinic in Hungary, which is used every day. So, but at the moment, we are giving out these prototypes to all kinds of clinics. But if we had like 100 prototypes, we could like distribute them very quickly. So it's like a matter of.
What is the obstacle? Why you cannot go to this 100?
Yeah, at the moment it's certification and also lack of funding. So those two main reasons.
Yeah. So, what certification are you going after? Is it a medical device, and how well do you know the process and the issues that is part of that?
Yeah, yeah, we are going for the medical certification. So, firstly, in the Europe, this are like a target market at the moment, and yeah, so it's a very difficult process. That's why we are talking with the different medical certification firms. So, also recently we are got accepted in the TEF Health program that helps support the certification process. And
yeah, thank you very much.
Right.
What's the timeline for the regulatory path currently, and how much money do you need for that?
Yeah, at the moment, at looking at the similar device certification process, we are thinking about the optimal scenario is 2 years, and we need around 500,000 euros for to go through it. So.
All right, 1 minute left. Comments, questions?
In terms of production, are you planning to do the production here in Latvia? Any outsourcing facilities you have kind of identified for that?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah, the necessary prototypes we can create ourselves, but in the future we are already talking with the different production companies who have the necessary certificates to like produce medical devices, etc.
Did you make a budget for bringing yourself to industrial production once compliance is coming or getting close?
Yeah, we definitely have a budget for that. We are looking, at all kinds of things that we could improve to make the device as cheap as possible.
All right. Looks good. Sounds good. A round of applause. Thank you for your answers. Thank you for your presentation. Very good. Best of luck. Thank you. All right. Next up is Exonicus, and following them is Sepsiscan. So, Exonicus, welcome on the stage. Good morning. Oh, 2 presenters. Very good.
Hello, my name is Sandis and Rafael. We are supporting NATO and its allies to save lives on the battlefield from Exonicus. 25% of the preventable death can be saved, so the soldiers can be saved on the battlefield, the Ukraine says. And our solution is scalable software to train the soldiers before the battlefield. We are a team of medical business software developers and myself, Sandis Kondrats, CEO. We are started 10 years ago in Seattle with an affiliated company in Latvia, in Valmiera. Our customers are US Army, Latvian, Estonian, German armed forces. Our business model is B2B, and we have paying customers. Our monthly recurring revenue is $100,000 a month. We are looking for a $500,000 investment to scale and deliver our training solution to the training centers on the eastern flank. Thank you for your attention. Sandis Kondrats and Rafaels from Exonicus.
Thank you. Well, we have a lot of time left. Let's use it while we can.
So the crash course for everyone, just take one more presenter. So, but if you have 100K already the revenue, why you need only 500? What you do with this?
Yeah, so specifically to maintain and support the onboarding of the customers on the eastern flank. So basically, Those are people, and if these devices being implemented and supported and trained to the medical training centers. So commercialization, sales, and marketing, in short.
Is this device something you designed, or it's something you can take from the shelf and just put your, as I understood, virtual reality?
Yes, it's off-the-shelf device, Meta Quest 3. We do software, so onboarding of the customers, implementing the software, training the customer.
Okay, there is Barbara somewhere here from that NATO. Just approach her.
Yeah, maybe. Thank you for the presentation. My question is, let's say, how does it practically work, this training, if you can elaborate a bit more?
Yeah, so specifically, tactical combat casualty care is that algorithm, and so specifically, the logic or the protocol is being trained in this device, so decision training. So the trainee is presented with the injured soldier, and he or she goes through the process to saving the casualty. And so the game is over when basically casualty is saved or not saved. It's saving the instructor time. This helps to train at scale, does not require instructor to be present. It can happen, the training can happen here, right now, as we speak, in multiple locations of the facilities, both hospitals, civilian organizations. So,
what's your competitors?
Our main competitor is CIMEX and Oxford Medical Simulation. We actually won the CIMEX. We were selected in the US Army program, and CIMEX lost that opportunity.
How you're better? What's your competitive edge?
Yes, our competitive advantage is that our system is much more user-friendly. It has a live human modeling inside of the system, so the patient is alive. We have a fantastic team of commercialization experts in the US and a team of engineers in Latvia, Valmiera. We have relationships with NATO, MILMED, Special Operation Forces, Latvian, Estonian, and German armed forces, and we already work with large defense contractors. So also relationships we have in place to scale up and exit also company eventually.
Thank you.
All right. Very convincing. A round of applause. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you for your answers. And we hope to see the young presenter in the next year's Deep Tech Atelier presenting your progress. Very good. All right. We are moving on with SepsiScan, and preparing is Printimed. So, SepsiScan, welcome on the stage. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Okay, good morning. My name is Didzis and I'm CEO of SepsiScan from Latvia. And first, let me start with a short definition. So sepsis is a medical emergency condition caused by infection in human body. So it's also known as blood poisoning. And the reason it's important to talk about sepsis is because each year almost 50 million people globally experience this condition, and 11 million of them die as a result of sepsis complications. So in order to tackle this problem, we developed a software-enabled visual imaging device that enables doctors to evaluate perfusion associated with sepsis treatment. Or basically, in other words, we enable doctors visualize and see if applied therapy is efficient. And if we compare to existing alternatives to achieve similar result, then they are either with lower efficiency or more costly to implement. And also experts from industry confirmed that our technology is superior in comparison to these two approaches. So our aim is actually to establish a new standard of care in sepsis treatment guidance and diagnostics by incorporating both thermal and hyperspectral imaging, which is not done by our closest competitors. In terms of business model, we apply hardware sales in combination with subscription for software component, and our long-term ambition is to achieve 100 million euro sales in 10 years by servicing approximately half of European hospitals with intensive care units and emergency departments. In order to achieve this ambition, we have a core team of 4 members covering areas management, technology, IT, and also clinical research. Of course, we also have knowledgeable advisors in the fields of business development, management, and also engineering. So far, during previous 7 years of research at University of Latvia, two prototypes have been developed, and they have been tested on more than 100 real patients in Latvian hospitals. Afterwards, created a spin-off and got exclusive license to continue development and also commercialization technology. Currently, we are raising 1.5 million euros in order to complete R&D and also clinical trial. From this, the first tranche of €500,000 will be allocated for to achieve design freeze and implement quality system. The industry feedback suggests that this is the right time to invest in us, because clinicians confirm that we are building technology of the future according to current needs of clinicians. And also, recently received recommendation letter from one of the leading perfusion researchers in the world confirms that our technology is superior in comparison to existing alternatives being developed, and we just need to get technology to market as soon as possible. So, thank you.
Right on time. Thank you for that. All right. Sounds good to me, but what does the jury think? Ilona, let's go.
Thank you. What's your regulatory path, and how long will it take for you to get to the market, really?
So, thanks for the question. So, we estimate that in order to certify this device for 2A class device, it would take approximately 4 years, starting from today, 1 year to complete R&D, then clinical trial, then registration process, and in total 4 years.
How many hospitals have you talked to in order to identify their interest?
So, so far we have received approximately from 10 hospitals, let's say, clear feedback confirming that this technology is aligned with, let's say, needs of clinicians, and this is confirmed by, let's say, hard proof. But of course, we have reached out to many more, and we're currently approaching hospitals in several regions, in Germany, Finland, and also Netherlands, in order to collect feedback from different regions and to understand also differences in terms of device registration, also clinician requirements, needs, and yeah, overall path to get the device to the market.
Thank you for the pitch. So how you will secure your competitive advantage while, like, during the 4 years when you will be trying to come to the market?
Yeah, well, medtech, how to say, niche is, so to say, famous for long-term development, but we definitely pay much attention to securing IP from the day one we are developing within our spin-off. Of course, we need to consider that we have exclusive license for background IP to be used to develop our own technology, but we definitely treat this internal IP as, how to say, trade secret, and also work for filing our own patent, which would be on startup, for the startup, not for university.
The main innovation is the hardware itself, or is it software?
I would say this is a combination of hardware and software, but what we are doing on top of what we, so to say, received as input from university is we are building artificial intelligence machine learning module, which was not originally there, but the, so to say, the know-how or the essence of know-how is in the algorithm in the software, which interprets data or the image being taken with our device, and we are adding value by first, in future, let's say, training the algorithm which will recognize the patterns that for the patients which will be photographed with our device, but right now the, how to say, highest value added is in software component.
So this photograph, is it really should be done with your machine, or it can be done with some other machine which is already, for example, on the market?
Actually, no. That was the feedback we received, that those machines which are provided also by startups and by companies, mature companies already there, they do not provide such functionality. So we have this unique combination of cameras and software. So that's why I call technology.
Thank you. Thank you. Exactly on time. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you for your answers. Thank you to Sepsiscan. Thank you. Best of luck to you. All right. If my list is correct, we have 4 more pitches to go. Next up is Printimed, and L Blend is preparing. Round of applause to Printimed. Welcome. Good morning. We have your presentation. We have the timer. We can start now.
Oh, thank you. So there is a clear problem about the organ transplantation. People are dying, there is lack of organ transplants, big percentage of rejections. And there is a solution. artificial organs. But have you actually seen that someone is selling artificial organs nowadays, some complex ones? No. Perhaps because there is a lack of reliable and consistent biocompatible sources for artificial organs and scaffolds. And that is why we came up with our solution with artificial spider silk for the medical applications. It's a unique biomaterial which is at the same time mechanically stable, it's safe for the human body, it's biocompatible, has low immunogenicity, high surface to volume ratio, and it's animal-free. Our material can be applied for the various medical applications, but our low-hanging fruit is the membrane for organ-on-a-chip solutions. So our material is in same time similar to natural body, it's biocompatible, it's consistent, and it's mechanically strong. That's why we will win the competition. Our business model is to sell the material and the license for different applications to medical companies. The market is continuously growing, and we plan to obtain almost $500 million of it by 2028. In our team, we have all the necessary competencies to run this startup successfully. I have the economic background, we have the scientists who are in more than 10 years in spider silk research, we have a doctor in our team, and our mentor is a world-class expert. He is the cardiosurgeon from Israel. We already have done a lot. We have made this technology, we applied for the patent, we've got some small investments, we already signed 8 LOIs with our potential customers, we made the first prototypes of the organ-on-a-chip membranes, and also we have made the prototype of artificial heart valve, and now we are raising some small co-investment, just 120,000 euros, to scale up our production of artificial spider silk and to make the first pilot projects with the organ-on-a-chip solution membranes. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Exactly on time. I love how these presenters are so zoned in, like, people are dying, we have a solution, all is good. All right, dear jury, we can start. Who's first? Jana.
Thank you. I also wanted to point it out. It's like, okay, where can I buy? What should I buy already? But you mentioned 8 LOEs. So this will be the commercial contract, so they will pay you?
Yes, it's with our potential customers for different applications. As I already mentioned, our material can be applied, let's say, not only for the membranes, but also in the cosmetics, in wound dressings, and for different, let's say, artificial organs. And
is it already someone bought and put into the body?
Not yet. It's not yet possible.
You need still certifications?
Of course.
And again, 4 years?
What?
4 years before you get all the documents done?
Well, for the organ-on-a-chip solutions, we don't need those certifications. That's why it's also our low-hanging fruit, because after 1 year we will be able to start cells, because this is not implantable in the human body. But for the other applications, then yes.
Ilona?
In terms of different applications and potential revenues, what other opportunities do you have? Besides organ-on-a-chip, you mentioned cosmetics. Let's say how close you are to that.
Yeah, well, for the cosmetics, to sell the materials there, we need to make some tests, which is the toxicity and so on. But these tests are not so, let's say, long-lasting and not so expensive. So within this 120K of co-investment, we will be able also to start the cells in the cosmetics. But for all the other fields, let's say, it would require more time and more investments. So our next application is this artificial heart valve, which I already mentioned, for which we have developed the prototype. Now we are testing it in laboratory with the red blood. But still, yeah, for that application, it will take let's say 3+ years at least.
So this 100 to 120, it will go to a little bit of new R&D, so you could tackle some market opportunities which is without certification.
Yes, yes.
All right, who is up next? One question left. Marco, Inge. Right, all good? All right, then make your notes and we give you a round of applause. Thank you for your presentation. Very good. Thank you for that. All right, next up is L Blend and preparing is BioBubble. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome. We have your presentation. We have the timer. We can start.
My name is Anna Gabunia. I'm a medical doctor with a clinical background and also more than 20 years of experience in pharmaceutical industry and food supplement. And today I will tell you a story how we are creating a pleasant remedy from wine. Story started last October in commercialization reactor when I met with two brilliant scientists, Professor Odin Planinshek and his student Anna, and they told me that they have a solution to prevent most deadly disease that people will never forget to take. This is tablet or powder from wine that contains all wine health benefits, doesn't have alcohol, and available anytime and under any circumstances. This is possible due to patented technology to encapsulate volatile active ingredients from wine and keep them during the drying process. We already created a nice product with the taste at least not worse than non-alcoholic wine. And our market research demonstrated that 1/3 of Europeans would like to taste this product. But most important, our idea was supported by Professor Fragopoulou, who spent 20 years of her life on health benefit research of wine. She helped us to create preclinical and clinical development program that enables us to achieve health claims approved by EFSA, European Food Safety Agency, with much less investments than is necessary to do in pharmaceutical product, and with much faster we can launch this fantastic preventive product on the market already in a year from now. We already received first step in this development program demonstrating high extraction capacity of our technology. Our customers will come from food supplement and also from very fast growing non-alcohol market. We will reach our end customers like people from risk group and also health enthusiasts with the help of commercial partners to whom we'll be able to provide unique product and with great loyalty and great satisfaction.
All right.
Our all
Thank you.
first achievement, okay.
Thank you, sorry
It's
for that.
FSA result, Vita Food results, I just fly in yesterday evening
right.
from there.
Thank you for that. Thank you for your presentation. Now it's time for the jury.
Thank you for this kind of development. So what should I be afraid of? What disease for me to take this kind of supplement? It will be just supplement, so
Yes,
every
yes,
morning I can drink it.
Huh?
I can take it in the morning, near the coffee.
It's better to take it in the lunch and at dinner because it's like all
Sounds
this
nice.
polyphenol fraction that also gives a little
So,
bit
but
of
I didn't get what is the disease, what it can help.
No, first of all, it's of course cardiovascular diseases. It's the main application, but also in future we can get research about brain diseases. There are a lot where this can be implemented.
Okay, Ilona?
What your paying customers, future paying customers are saying, are they willing to have your product for their end customers?
I just returned from Vita Food, and I really, my samples was given because they are really asking. They of course need the preclinical and clinical data. Without it, it is not convincing. But when they get it, they will I was just at Vita Food. They said, we do not have really unique products. It's everything the same. You are like unique in 10 years for us.
Okay, Marco?
Comparison to non-alcoholic wines, what's the kind of difference between drinking non-alcoholic wines and your product?
When you drink non-alcoholic wine, you never know what you take. You never know if there are any good these ingredients or not. Even in standard wine, this concentration are so different. Some wines are just empty. With non-alcoholic wine, is the same. You're never sure that you get your health benefits. And besides, you need also to carry all the bottles, keep you somewhere in the house. And here is just, I don't know, just one pack, a small one.
So I thought this was intended for and was necessary to blend with the regular wine, but that's not the case.
No, it's with water.
It's just with water.
And you are all welcomed. I have just 3 samples left. If someone wants to drink, you are all welcome.
What is the price of this?
I believe that consumer price will be 30 euros per month, which is 50% less if you would drink non-alcoholic wine.
Is it like I should take it like really every day?
Yes. You should. You can start already today.
All right, Ilona?
Thank you, thank you.
You're good. All right, Inge?
The active ingredients here, can you repeat that a little bit?
Now, active ingredients, of course, is resveratrol, quercetin, gallic acid, tannins. There are quite a lot. Also, this polyphenol matrix, which is a kind also of prebiotics, it helps to grow your.
So basically, this is those things that are in the wine, but a lot higher concentration.
Yes.
Our product will give the same concentration as it would be in the wine.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you for that. All right, thank you for your presentation. As they say, a glass a day makes the doctor go away, right? Exactly. All right, next up is BioBubble, and following them is Elogium. BioBubble, welcome. Good morning. Round of applause to BioBubble.
Okay.
So, the presentation, the timer, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joris, and I'm excited to present you the idea of BioBubble. We have created the most sustainable planting pots. For what? For plants and people. Basically, when farmers replant their plant, they expose it to stress. Plants are pretty fragile organisms, huh? And damaged roots and microplastics from the plastic pots, they reduce plant performance by up to 78%, meaning that the plant would have 10 tomatoes, but it will have only 10. So that's why we mixed agricultural waste with mushrooms, and we result in biodegradable pot, which is eco-friendly, which is nutrient-rich, and can store water and help plants survive during the heat waves. So I want to highlight that this is for farmers that first grow their plants inside of the greenhouses, like tomatoes, paprika, and cabbage, strawberries, and then replant it in the open field. There are a lot of such farmers. Our product emits significantly less carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, so buying 200 of our pots instead of plastic ones, it's like planting 1 tree. We use less water, and we utilize byproducts, so we help in the waste management and lowering our common environmental impact. So we want to sell it to farmers, agribusinesses for the 17 euros per price, and we're going to have profit 15 euro cents. And our obtainable market is 100,000 euros, which is located in Hungary. It's just for the first till 2027, 2%. And then we're going to expand to the Polish market. The available market in Hungary is 40 million euros and European 2 billion. The market is constantly growing with about 5% each year. To establish on the market, we have to experience a bit of loss and recover next year and triple our profit in the following year. We researched our competitors, so all of them selling for affordable price, so most of them selling sustainable pots, but none of them offer nutritious and water storage feature. We offer these values for the same price. This is our team, amazing people, scientists, engineers, business people, and sales representatives. Love them all, very productive and diverse team. We already did jobs to be done interviews. We are doing test production right now, registering our company in Poland. And after investment, we start manufacturing, scaling up, and reaching self-sufficiency. So we want 150,000 euros. This is a brief investment. So thank you very much for your attention.
Right on time. Thank you very much. I hope to not fall off the stage. I'm going to come closer to you. Ready for the jury? Anna?
Thank you very much. And mushrooms is our future, of course. So how quickly you can deploy again your products to the market? When you can start sell them?
Thank you. So basically, we're doing our research in the university right now. We're testing the product. Half of our potential customers, they want to receive a test set. It's going to be approximately October. After receiving a test set, we want to start the actual manufacturing and start selling for the next farming season, which is next spring. Thank you.
The production process here, how long is the cycle you need to grow mushroom to do this, and what is the process?
In my pitch there is there should be slides right after my pitch where it shows, but in brief, it takes 10 days to grow fully the mycelium. So we have a couple of machines joined together, so it's like conveyor, fully automatic, and we can make up to 1 million per month. So yeah.
In terms of impact for, let's say, environment, the production process, have you calculated any data on that?
Right, yes, we did. We did calculate. We had a thorough environmental assessment of our impact, including CO2 for the logistics as well, for all the machines, all the operations. We have included all the data, estimations as well, for our environmental impact, and we do everything to lower it. Yeah.
Inge?
Is this production that you talk about for next year, is it included in the capital we are raising now?
Yes, yes.
Right. Jana?
Just about biology a bit. So it's like all kind of mycelium is okay for all kind of the plants, or for example, tomatoes would like to have some other mycelium and don't want to live in another mushroom.
Yeah, thank you. That's actually a great question. Thank you so much. I'm a biologist myself, and we are doing a research in the university. So all the mushrooms and these mushrooms is good for tomato, for paprika, but we are doing different ratio of other. For example, we want to use eggshells, and it's also byproduct to take it for free from bakeries, right? And so we use different ratio of these byproducts. For example, for tomato, one ratio for them to grow faster. For paprika, a bit others. Yeah.
So basically, you are using byproducts and the biological wastes to turn them into the microelements in these mushroom pots.
Yeah, that's correct. Always.
Is how you should pitch.
Where are you getting this waste, and is it kind of something that you pay for?
Quick answer.
So basically, we contacted for Hungarian farmers and bakeries. Yeah, we can take it for free. Thank you.
Right. Excellent. A round of applause. Great presentation.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for your answers. Thank you, sir. Best of luck. All right. So, the last presentation in this session comes from Elogium. A round of applause. Good morning.
Good morning.
The stage is yours, and we are ready. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Carlos from Elogium, where we use bacteria to make our lives better. We all had diarrhea. It is not a pleasant experience. And each year, 500 million people feel the same when falling ill with foodborne diseases. The #1 cause for this is Campylobacter, which is most often transferred to us through eating chicken meat. But it is not only diarrhea that Campylobacter does. Fever, nausea, neurological diseases. Thankfully, the EU has decided to stop it. In 2025, the allowed level of Campylobacter presence in chickens will be lowered by 30%. Chicken broiler producers understand food safety is their responsibility. And that is precisely why we at Elogium, by using our patent-pending unique bacteria, are developing a probiotic chicken feed additive that reduces Campylobacter content in chicken gut by 95%. Such a reduction in the gut leads to less Campylobacter infections in humans, 80% less. We're still open and exploring multiple business models. Licensing for an established corporate, co-development together with an established corporate, or a vertically integrated business model where we oversee every step of the process. We just recently signed an LOI with a global animal health company eager to join us in either of the three options. So what are the others doing? The existing safeguarding practices such as biosecurity at farms and washing of chickens at slaughterhouses have reached their limits. The only other probiotic claiming activity against Campylobacter, calsparin, is a lot less effective. Other novel solutions are being researched, such as vaccines and bacteriophages. However, all of the publicly available trials present only partial effectiveness at best. Can we deliver even better than last year? Yes. Now, besides me, Katerina, Polonca, and Ines, we have Claude on the team, a veterinarian with a lifelong career in animal health industry. With the help of raised €550,000 pre-seed round, we will make our first anti-Campylobacter product ready for authorization in the EU market, following by a global expansion in poultry, other animals, and finally entering human probiotics market with our next product. We are here to look for investors for our upcoming seed round, as well as manufacturing and fermentation partners for our product. Lovely chickens, right? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. All right. Happy jury? Any questions?
Thank you for the presentation. My first question is regarding the price of your product and why, let's say, your customers will be willing to pay for that. Will this make the end product, let's say, interesting for their customers?
Yes. So the precise price is still unknown, as we still are developing the manufacturing upscaling of the product, so we don't know our exact costs yet. We will know this year. But we see from other products in the, well, not Campylobacter, but against Salmonella, which already exist, they're priced 5 times more than regular probiotics, which just increase health and bring some unclear benefits for the animals. Why would it be interesting for the final users? It's because of this regulation, which is already enforced, but it changes next year to even stricter rules. For now, it is not very much enforced. We had different meetings in multiple food safety authorities around Europe and also European Commission, but they told us that if a product becomes available that can actually reduce this Campylobacter, then they can start enforcing the regulation. Otherwise, what they can do is, and what they still do is, they just go, you're positive, okay, we come back after 6 years, 6 months, improve your hygiene, and we'll see what happens. Because you cannot find anyone, because if there's nothing you can do about it.
Like any biotech company, you probably have a very long-term regulatory path to go. Let's say, what's yours?
Yes, it's not as long as human medicine. So our regulatory path, we plan to have the product on the European market at the end of 2026. We already built up part of the dossier, which we have to file for the European Food Safety Authority. We still have some things to do. And after handing in the dossier, it takes officially 6 months, but in reality, it's around 1.5 years usually. But we still have a hope that due to this changes in regulation, there will be a push from the European Commission to fast forward this application.
Have you tested this product, let's say, not just in the lab, but
Yes.
in the farms?
Well, not in the farms. We've done it in farm labs. We still are not allowed to bring it in a commercial farm because it's not authorized yet. We've done tests both in vitro and in vivo, so in animals. We performed an anti-Campylobacter small proof of concept study in animals, which brought very good results and very high efficacy. We also are now gearing up for the next study, which is on a larger scale, and we call it proof of feasibility because it's going to be in more natural conditions and on a larger scale. We expect to see better action against Campy. And on the second roadway, we're also looking for feed conversion improvements of the animals, where we conducted so far 2 studies with good results. Not great for the market, but this is not our selling point. It's still sufficient.
All right. Something quick, Inge?
So this is a feed additive, means you have to go through the feed producers to get this to the market, right?
Quick answer?
Yes. The market is different, but okay, it enters in the feed producers, but usually the feed producers in most of the places in Europe are owned by one company which owns the farms, the feed production, the hatchery, and the slaughterhouse. So.
Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. Thank you for the answers. Best of luck. Oh, you can hand it over there. All right. Well, dear jury, you have been making your notes in your papers. Let's have a quick chat. What did you think about this morning's session? What is your feeling overall? Maybe there are some things that you see that the presenters should improve in further pitches. I heard from Jana in one presentation that maybe you should start with this problem. Did you see some mistakes in the presentations? Open floor. Who has anything to say?
Okay, thank you that you pointed at me. And I think it's not what should be. It's always about the practice, how you improve. But it's just a little bit easier during the 3 minutes if jury members or someone else who is listening to the pitch is getting the key information like we have here, like problem solution fit, value proposition, market potential, team strengths, competitive advantage, and okay, and then we have this technological potential. So we want to have this data from you guys who are pitching, because otherwise we're gonna create something in our mind and we can mismatch of what you would like to say. But I just wanted to point out that it's absolutely brilliant batch what we have had here, so scientific, everything what I like. So I liked absolutely everyone and everything and all the solution, and I was already thinking, okay, where can I hoped I never ever entered the medtech, but it's so fascinating, guys. I really loved what you were doing, and
yeah,
so
exactly.
let's see my next fund.
Exactly, deep tech is sexy, as the pins say. All right.
Well, it is. I think Jana has summarized excellently all of the thoughts. Yeah, but I also really like all of the technologies. From my side, what I want to hear more, let's say, more clear statement, what is the problem that you are solving? Yeah, sometimes kind of it's a big vague. Also very clear message, who is the customer and who is the user. Sometimes these are two different groups of people, so who is paying and who is using. And yes, in some pitches we missed, let's say, what is the competition and how you're different, what's your edge. So these are kind of topics. And yeah, and in some pitches also missing, let's say, what is the uniqueness of the IP and how it is protectable. So this is something that I'm specifically always looking for.
So basically, we still need like a checklist of things in the presentation,
sure,
as Jana said, that have to be answered. All right. Basics are good. Right.
Yeah, I think almost everyone was trying very hard to check that checklist, and my recommendation would be give a little bit more thought to the actual making us non-experts understand what the problem is really. But it's hard in 3 minutes, we know that. So.
All right, Marco?
Yeah, keeping it simple, even though, because we know technology partly, and some of the technologies are less known. I'm on the energy technology, so I don't really know all about the health tech, for example, even though I do like the solutions in that case.
I just wanted to add that I absolutely agree with my colleagues here, and this is what my mistake very often also, that you go into loop with the description of the general problem, and then we don't get like if there is what is the specific you are solving. So please narrow down. We all know about the energy crisis, we all know about the diseases, food safety. It's so generic. Just go a little bit into the point. Then we are like, wow, wonderful. Like, for example, wines. I mean, it's very wonderful.
Kids on the stage, yes or no? Does it work or not?
If a person can handle the being with a kid so well, then yes. If it will be distraction, then no.
All right. Thank you for that. A round of applause to our dear jury, to our presenters. This was This is the first, one of the semifinals for the pitch presentations, and of course, you will know and see the results of this in the evening. At the end of the program, we have the finals on this stage, so I hope to see you all here. Right now, looking at the clock, we're going to take a quick coffee break, and around 10:30, we are back on this stage, and we're doing something fascinating. We're turning the tables around for reverse pitches from the investors, so see you all back here at around 10:30. See you soon.